The hospital sent, or Violent sent, a letter out stating how bad the hospital was bad off. They were losing money and all that. I think they sent a letter to everybody right here. We've been hearing off and on that they were going to close it, and they had petitions that we signed to keep the hospital open. And the whole community of Hyde County would like to see Pungo District Hospital to stay open.
The closing of the hospital, I feel like, would be detrimental because it not only affects Beaufort County and Belhaven, it affects Hyde County. We have so many disabled veterans, and we have a lot of elderly people that live here. Pungo Hospital played a role in saving my father-in-law's life. He had 2 massive heart attacks, and they gave him shots that stabilized him. And if he had to go all the way to Washington, he wouldn't have made it. So because of being able to use that facility, we still have him today, thankfully. There are surrounding places that are just as small and diverse as we are, and they still maintain proper facilities. There's no reason that we can't do the same. We just need to put forth the effort.
And we know that a lot of lives will be affected. That's right. Because the next closest hospital will be Washington. And traveling that distance is either life or death. Make your voices heard. United, we'll stand. Divided, we'll fall. So we need to do all that we can do to stop, I would say, this tragedy from happening. Amen. And some things we just need to take to the Lord in prayer. I've been watching the news, and by me being a manager, I know that they are looking at the cost. But sometimes you got to look at what's more important, and that's people's lives. It's people's lives. And you can't put a cost on saving someone's life.
This is a farming community, fishing. We do the best that we can with what we have, but that hospital means an awful lot to Hyde County.
To me, these people are being very defiant because they can do this, and we little people, all we can do is speak about it.
In a case of an emergency, especially an accident victim, the quicker that you can get somebody to emergency services, the better off they are and the better chance they stand of surviving.
They having a heart attack or you doing CPR onto the person, every minute counts.
We have a nursing home here in Swan Quarter. It's called Cross Creek Nursing Home, and there have been a lot of deaths because the residents couldn't make it to the hospital.
Stroke victims and that have had stroke, and they had passed away before they could get.
Were you behind the wheel?
Yes, sir.
Let's say if one day my grandfather have a stroke, I believe he wouldn't make it to Washington, North Carolina Hospital. It would take an hour and something minutes. It would break my heart to know that my grandfather passed away on an ambulance.
There are people who would say, well, why do you guys even live so far away? I mean, maybe it's best if people just move closer to the cities. Why do you want to stay here?
Because this is home. Nowhere else in the world can you go that is like this place. We may not have things in the ways of malls, department stores, and all the modern conveniences, but what we do have is a nice, slow-paced life here. We have beauty surrounding us every day. We have the gift of our family and our friends and our neighbors that we've known our whole lives here, and it's irreplaceable. The cities get their supplies, such as food, from us. We're their backbone. We are the ones that supply them to enable them to move forward and grow and develop. If we are eliminated, what will they do?
I would like and the community would like for them to stop and take that second look. I think everybody in the community of Hyde County would like to for them to look and keep that hospital open.
If they can get grants for other things, roads, wildlife, why can't they save the hospital for people that really need it like us?